Weeks of negotiations is giving hope to the families of hostages that were kidnapped and taken to Gaza. Their demonstrations, vocal and constant, are putting pressure on the Netanyahu government.
The best thing is that everybody will be released at the same time. Some can stay in that situation for a bit longer, and some will not be able to hold on. So we have to start doing the deals and get them back to us.
Late into the night, Israeli ministers and senior army officers discussed the Qatari brokered agreement. Up to 50 Israeli women and children could be released for at least 150 Palestinian women and children detained in Israeli jails. Far-right ministers are uneasy, as are relatives of some hostages.
I feel so disappointed because I don't know if my Gali will be with this list that will go home, and I want her as soon as possible.
Palestinian authorities are poring over records to determine who's eligible to be released based on how long they've been detained in Israeli jails.
There are 2 points agreed on. First, to release civilian children and women from Israel's side, and this doesn't include soldiers. And for us, the 150 prisoners, and the number may reach 180, based on the length of time they've served in prison.
Within Gaza, the fighting continues. These unverified pictures show Israeli soldiers in or near Gaza City. The aim of Israel's government is to destroy Hamas, regardless of diplomatic discussions on how hostages will be freed and when Palestinian prisoners will be released. For civilians in Gaza, caught between Hamas and Israel, the past 6.5 weeks have been full of terror.
We hope the ceasefire will be good and that we'll see positive solutions. We pray for a ceasefire. We pray for people to live in peace so that they can go back to their jobs and homes, to have stability.
Qatari and Egyptian negotiators know there's international momentum behind this agreement. It may not stop the war, despite more world governments favouring a ceasefire as soon as possible. The 4-day pause in the bombing will be welcomed by Israelis living in fear for their relatives, and by those in Gaza who, having borne the full brunt of the conflict, now hope the much-needed humanitarian aid will be allowed through. Yolo David, CGTN.